I woke up at 8 a.m. today to watch wrestling because WWE had Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia. But was it worth it? Was it any good? Let's talk about it. Before we do that, though, make sure to hit that button to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Come and hang out with us. I'm trying to post every day here, so don't you want to be a part of it? Don't you want to say you were here first? Now, let's talk wrestling. First match out the gate was the Tribal Chief versus the Tribal Thief. Roman Reigns against the Ozilla Bronson Reed. This match had no business being this good. This was such a fun match, man. These guys fought up and down the stadium, right? All kinds of weapons. Roman Reigns was throwing rugby balls at Paul Heyman, missed every single time, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. There's a reason Roman doesn't play football anymore. We're just going to say that. But what a fun match this was. Everything we wanted it to be. It was chaos. There were tables. There were chairs. There was interferences all around. So first, what happened first was as Roman Reigns was trying to circle the ring to hit Bronson Reed with a spear, boom, Braun Breaker meets him with his own spear, right? This guy is just awesome. I can't wait for a singles push. I can't wait for, hopefully years from now, for the Vision to break up, for Bronson Reed to go after Seth's belt and just take over Monday Night Raw. But man, this guy was awesome. So he took out Roman Reigns. Then the Usos came out, right? Both Jimmy and Jay come out, double teaming Bronson, take him out. Double teaming Braun Breaker, take him out. Bronson Reed comes in, same thing, right? These guys are just cooking, smashing everybody. There's a point where Bronson and Roman are fighting at the corner. There's a table set up. Bronson Reed moves out of the way, and right after he moves out the way, as it's happening, Jey Uso's coming in with a spear. He's trying to take out Bronson. Boom, takes out his cousin instead. I'm happy to say my prediction was wrong. I wanted Bronson Reed to win. I wanted Bronson Reed to win in Paris. I just didn't think WWE would do it, right? But they did. They absolutely did. Bronson Reed gets the pin, 1, 2, 3, after Jey Uso takes his cousin out by accident. Then Braun Breaker drags Roman. Then boom, right? Bronson Reed hits him with tsunami. Love the little arm thing he does. Bronson Reed hits him with the tsunami. 1, 2, 3. Bronson Reed is the winner. Celebrations, they're out of here, right? After the match, middle of the ring, Jimmy, Jay, and Roman arguing, right, while on the floor. Well, really, Roman's really just giving it to them, right? He's like, I did not ask for your help. I do not want your help. I do not know what you guys are thinking. I never asked you for this. Stay out of it. I don't want to see you guys till Christmas, is what he said. At least that's what the subtitle said. You couldn't really hear him, but I don't want to see you guys till Christmas. That's awesome. I hope that's the case, right? Like, I hope Roman goes away for a little while longer, just see what happens to Jay, right? Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm enjoying this. I still don't know where they're going. It's the thing. It's like, I feel like in the past, with all of the Roman stuff, you kind of saw where they were going. My hands are in the air, man. I don't know if they're turning Jay heel or if Roman's turning into a heel, if everybody's turning into a heel, if the bloodlines restarting, if they're breaking up altogether. I don't know, but this match was great. Everything that needed to happen did happen. If you see my video where I was like, these are things that need to happen in order for Crown Jewel to be better than WrestlePalooza, this was one of them, and it delivered. What a great match. The right person won, as far as I'm concerned. Next, we have our first champion versus champion match. Tiffany Stratton against Stephanie Vaquer. This match was good, man. These two women can really go in ring as expected, right? Great wrestling match all around. Like, so they're both just so athletic and so good. Stephanie Vaquer is, man, she is one of the best wrestlers, period, in the game right now. She's so good. Her finishing, like screwdriver somersault thing that she does. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Devil's Kiss, of course, a fan favorite. This woman is great. Stephanie Vaquer did get the win. I think it was the right move. It was my prediction. Tiffany Stratton has been a champion for almost a year now. And she, the loss doesn't hurt her as much as the win helps Stephanie Vaquer, right? Like we needed that win from Stephanie Vaquer to kind of establish her as this like powerful champion, what they should be doing with Julia in SmackDown. But perfect ending. Like no love lost, no like none of them, like neither of them turning heel on each other, whatever. The better woman won, and I think WWE made a good call here as well. Very fun match, worth watching if you didn't see it. Great. So far, so good. So far, so good. Then we get the match that really could have set the tone for tonight, right? Like I feel like WrestlePalooza was as bad as it was because we started off with John Cena just getting squashed, right? And it wasn't so much that he lost, it's how he lost, right? That really set the tone for the night and left all of us with like a really bad taste in our mouth and kind of ruined the night. It kind of ruined their PLE, right? So this match had a lot riding on it, right? Like, however this match ended and progressed was really going to set the tone for the night. And boy, oh boy, did it ever. This match was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. They pulled out every trick. Both of them, both AJ Styles and John Cena. First of all, from the moment John Cena walks out, right? Like he wrote out AJ Styles' like entrance speech, right? In the ring. Like they obviously did the John Cena, like the never seen 17, the last real champion, blah, 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 blah. Great. And then he hands the ring announcer, whose name I can't remember, hands her the paper with, I guess, what he had written out for AJ Styles' entrance. He calls him, the undisputed leader of the Bullet Club. He puts the A in total nonstop action, like sells this guy like the absolute phenomenal wrestler that AJ Styles is. John Cena, tip my hat for that, man. Like that was absolutely not necessary, but boy does AJ Styles deserve that. From the go, right? Like that right there, I was like, this is going to be a great match. And I underestimated how good this match was. So this is a spot fest, right? Like every single move these guys have, they pull out. Like, and not even their own moves, right? John Cena, he did an RKO. He did the rope, the ring rope DDT thing that Randy Orton does. He did a Sister Abigail. He did a Sister Abigail, which, oh man, you guys know this channel. You guys know I absolutely love all things Bray Wyatt. So that like gave me the chills. Then everybody pulled out their phones. The fireflies were out. John Cena looks up at the sky at one point, man. Oh, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do the Rock thing, right? But I'm getting chills just thinking about it, man. This was awesome. John Cena, even the crowd starts chanting 619, 619, and John Cena sets up AJ Styles for the 619. He doesn't hit it because that would be absolutely crazy to see John Cena hit a 619, right? But like he teased it. Man, this match was awesome. He does a skull crushing finale for the Miz. He finishes the match with a tombstone pile driver leading into an AA. Like everything. He does a choke slam. What an absolute fanfare. Oh, I just hit my mic. Sorry. What an absolute fanfare this match was. And AJ Styles does it too, man. AJ Styles does his 540 splash, right? Which I wasn't seeing him in TNA back in the days, but from what I hear, it's something he used to do in TNA back in the days. He does a sweet chin music on John Cena. I'm sure there's other things that I can't remember right now, man. But this match, absolutely match of the night. Match of the night. It shouldn't have main evented, but man, this match was so good. Everything about this match just like hits you right in the feels. Perfect. Absolute perfection. This is how every John Cena match should be moving forward. So like I mentioned, John Cena gets the win. He hits AJ Styles with a tombstone DDT, leads it up to an AA. Boom. Right? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Cena chants. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Bray chants. This crowd was absolutely amazing, man. Like these non-American crowds are always so much better than American crowds. And I love them for that. I absolutely love them for that. After the match, right, everything we wanted, AJ Styles and John Cena pose in the middle of the ring. John Cena raises AJ Styles' hands for being a great competitor. AJ Styles raises John Cena's hand for being a great competitor. AJ Styles leaves the ring so that John Cena can have his pose fest, right? So he can hot dog in the ring. Shout out to OSW Review, right? So he can hot dog in the ring. And man, he gets all his flowers. John Cena, he wasn't appreciated in his prime, man. Four appearances left, one of them being War Games. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. But this match was everything we wanted it to be. It hit every piece. One of my big things before this match was this match has to end clean. You cannot set up the next match during this match. After this match, you can. So I was kind of waiting for it, especially because they like stayed on him as he walked the ramp and went backstage. So I thought something was going to happen. Nothing happened. That's fine. He does the Walls of Jericho. I forgot. He does the Walls of Jericho, and they call it the Walls of Jericho. Awesome. Great match. Absolutely great match. If you can only watch one match from tonight, go watch this one. Absolutely worth it. We get the match for the people in the crowd, right? We get the match that everyone in the crowd wants, that we absolutely needed to have. This is one for the host country, right? Like this is for Australia, and that was Io Sky and Rhea Ripley against the Kabuki Warriors. Apparently, it was Rhea Ripley's birthday tonight, so happy birthday, mommy. This match was great, right? I mean, like I've said this time and time again. All four of these women are top of their class in ring. There is absolutely no combination of these four that you can put in a ring and they're going to give you a bad match. This match was great. The whole Kyrie Asuka thing, I don't know what's happening anymore. Because there was a point where Io was going, I don't remember if it was Io or Rhea. They were going for Asuka, who was standing in the apron. She was standing on the apron. They were going for her to hit her, to knock her down. And Kyrie kind of pushes her out of the way and takes the hit. Kyrie does end up taking the pin from Io Sky after Rhea Ripley kind of really sets her up. Rhea Ripley does her thing, does her whatever her finishing move is called. I can never remember finishing moves names, guys. Don't judge me. But she does her thing in the ring, then tags in Io. Io does the over the moonsault, and 1, 2, 3, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky win, as we all suspected. But this match was so good. All of these women, again, like I said, right, they're super talented women. At any point, put them in a ring together, put them in the ring with each other. Phenomenal match of the night, right? John Cena and AJ Styles happened, so this was a match of the night, but this was a very good match. What needed to happen happened. Everybody went home happy. And then we're on to our main event. Guys, he did the Sister Abigail on AJ Styles, and he even kissed him in the forehead. That's awesome. That's awesome. I can't get over how good that John Cena AJ Styles match was. What a good match. Anyway, we have our main event. It's Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. And before this match, at one point, we have a backstage segment where the Vision, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker are just kind of, like, just kind of sitting in their win and Braun Breaker's win, right? Like Bronson Reed's win. Braun Breaker is giving him all his flowers, everything he deserves. Great job out there, man. You did what you needed to do. Boom, right? Whatever. Paul Heyman comes in. He's like, great job, Ozilla. Like, totally deserved. The tribal chief could not stand above the tribal thief and blah, 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 blah. And then he tells them both, no matter what happens tonight in that main event, I don't care if Seth Rollins is standing on top of the turnbuckle calling for all three of us to come out. We do not get involved tonight. He's like, this is a competition between two guys that are top of their game, and it is to decide who the better competitor is, and we do not get involved. Now, that happened, and I was like, oh boy, something's going to happen, right? Someone else is going to get involved. Something's going to happen tonight. For the most part, and I'll get into that in a sec, this was a clean match. Clean match between John Cena. Oh, I'm sorry, not John Cena. I'm still soaking in that great match. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Just an absolutely great match by both of these guys. This match was long too, like as it should be. One of the cool things that they brought up, like in the beginning of the match, is that Seth's attire was a combination of the other three attires that he wore versus Cody Rhodes in the past, right? Because he's 0-3 against Cody, so his attire was a combination of three. And I don't remember all three attires, right? But I remember the one where he dressed up like Dustin Rhodes with the black and the polka dots, and I could see like there was a stripe down his pants that had like the black and the polka dots. So that was really cool. That was a really nice touch, if you pay attention to that kind of stuff. But great storytelling by WWE. I mean, this whole main event, right? Like last year when we did champion versus champion, even this year with Tiffy versus Stephanie, right? Like not a lot of storytelling, but they made sure to tell a story for this main event, right? And it was that Seth Rollins absolutely had to win. Otherwise, everything he's been building is for nothing, right? It all goes away if he doesn't beat Cody Rhodes tonight. And also, he's never beaten Cody Rhodes. That was the other thing. You've never beaten Cody Rhodes, but you absolutely need to win it today. And Seth Rollins was going to make that happen by any means necessary. Again, there was a little bit, small amount of shenanigans, not a huge thing, right? But enough to protect Cody. And that's perfectly okay in my book. I get that you want to protect your undisputed champion. So it was just enough to protect Cody, not too much to where Seth looks like a weak champion, just someone who was desperate to win to keep everything he's been working for, right? And it honestly, before like that small edge, not Adam Copeland, before that small edge that Seth Rollins pulled out, it honestly could have gone either way. That's the thing, is they were so even before that little bit of shenanigans that Seth Rollins against. We'll get into it in a second. That Seth Rollins pulled out of his butt, that Seth Rollins pulled out of his pocket, kind of didn't really affect the match all that much. Didn't affect like the perspective of either of these guys. So kudos to WWE for that excellent storytelling. Yeah, so these guys, I mean, we all know that these two guys can go, right? They both are just amazing competitors. There was a big deal made even before the match about the watch that Seth Rollins was wearing, right? And it was that Rolex that Cody Rhodes gave everyone that was involved in that main event at WrestleMania. There was a story that he gave all of them a Rolex. And there was a big deal because Seth Rollins came out with the Rolex. He took it out, he handed it to the I don't know, the people at ringside. Basically, the whole Razor Ramon, like if something happens to a gold, something happens to you, right? Whatever. He does all of that. The guy, they take it away, blah 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 blah. Match goes on. Match is amazing, right? Like again, total spot fest. That Cody Rhodes does a crossroads from the top turnbuckle. He does like 3 different crossroads from the middle of the ring, doing the what do you call it? The Cody cutter, is that what it's called? Yeah, the Cody cutter, right? Does it from the middle ring like he usually does it from the top rope, the middle rope, sorry, does it from the top rope, right? Doing a super whatever. These guys fight outside. Seth Rollins just like completely gets rid of the prime hydration station. Great. We need to do that more. F Logan Paul. We need to do that more. So love that. The whole crowd cheered, by the way, when he got rid of it. So I'm not the only one who feels that way. Right? I'm not the one saying it. Everyone's saying it. ESPN is saying it. Perth, Australia is saying it. Right? I'm not the only one saying it. Anyway, these guys are fighting everywhere. There was a point in the match where Cody Rhodes goes and confronts Michael Cole because the crowd is cheering what they cheered on Friday, right? Which is that Seth Rollins is woo, right? That word that I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but that word, right? They're calling Seth Rollins wah. So he confronts Michael Cole and he's like, "This is your fault. This is your fault." And then sees Wade Barrett and he's like, "This is his fault. This is his fault," right? Like kind of goes to like attack him, gets saved by Cody Rhodes. That's when they start fighting on the outside of the ring. Whatever, great match. They start going at it. There's a small point where Seth Rollins goes and he grabs the watch from ringside, right? It's at the timekeeper station. He grabs it, thinks about using it, puts it around his hand, thinks about using it, then thinks better of it, sets it aside under the turnbuckle. He decides he doesn't want to use it right now. So he just sets it aside, thinks better of it, goes back in the ring. The match continues. Later on in the match, there's a scuffle in the middle of the ring where I think it's now I don't remember exactly what's happening, but there's a scuffle in the middle of the ring. Referee bump, of course. There's a referee bump. Seth Rollins gets pushed to the turnbuckle. He grabs the watch, goes back to the middle of the ring. Cody Rhodes gets him to do another crossroads in the middle of the ring, but Seth Rollins has the watch in his hand now, so he punches him with the watch, right? So a loaded punch, small shenanigans, enough to not hurt Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes for this win. Hits him with the watch, throws the watch away. The referee comes back up. Seth Rollins goes to the top of the turnbuckle, hits a stomp from the top of the turnbuckle. 1, 2, 3. Match is over. Seth Rollins is our Crown Jewel champion. After the match, I didn't mention this, but also after Stephanie Vaquer's match, right? Like she does a speech. So after this match, right, like just like for Stephanie Vaquer, Triple H comes out. He puts the belt on him. He gives him the ring. He puts on his ring. Does his little speech talking about the vision and how he is no longer the best of a generation. He is now the best of all time. He is the greatest of all time. So this kind of feels like you're setting something up between him and John Cena, honestly. I think that's a good move, but we'll see. So he talks about how he's the GOAT. He talks about how he is now the greatest of all time. Super humble, like Seth Rollins likes to be. Great, great. Setting something up for later. Also, I forgot to mention this earlier, but when Paul Heyman was talking to the guys from the Vision in the back, he's like, I'm going to call in so that we have our celebration when we get back for when Seth Rollins wins. And then Braun Breaker kind of looks at Bronson Reed and he's like, what if he doesn't win? Paul Heyman comes back in and he's like, I think you know the answer to that. So this was an absolutely must win for Seth Rollins' story. I'm glad that that's the way they went. No, Monday Night Raw is going to be great. Like they set this up now of like Seth Rollins being like this, like QB1, right? Like that was the whole story that they were trying to tell, right? Is QB1 versus QB2, and the winner was supposed to be is basically getting crowned QB1. So Seth Rollins being crowned QB1, he's going to be pretty unbearable moving forward. So that's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Great con WWE. What a great PLE. Just absolutely up and down. What a great PLE. In hindsight, right, like I had originally said that I wanted shenanigans during this match. I wanted a fourth member to be introduced and used to help Seth Rollins win this match. I'm glad that I don't book WWE because this was much better, right? Like the small advantage that Seth Rollins took to win this match, enough to win, but not too much to be seen as a lesser competitor, was absolutely brilliant. It was absolutely perfect. And the right move by WWE, by far, the right move. So kudos to WWE. This PLE was awesome. This was a really good PLE. I'm not going to say like, oh, it's PLE of the year, but it was good. It hit everything that I needed to do. That John Cena AJ Styles match just did everything that we've been wanting from this retirement tour that John Cena's been doing. More of this. We have 4 more appearances. I don't know if that means 4 matches, probably not, but however many matches he has left, let's keep doing this. This is so awesome. Kudos to WWE because recently they've been cooking, man. Like the last Monday Night Raw was absolutely brilliant. Like yesterday's Friday Night SmackDown was awesome. It was the best SmackDown I've seen in a very, very, very long time. So WWE, I don't know what you changed, but keep it up. This PLE was awesome. More of this. More of this. Hey guys, totally forgot to record an outro, but here I am. This PLE was amazing. My favorite PLE in a long time. I don't know. Please let me know in the comments what you thought. Let me know what you thought of that John Cena AJ Styles match. Wow. Wow, what a match. Make sure to drop a like. yeah, let me know what your favorite moment was, right? Like this whole PLE was actually just super good. And I think that the AJ Styles and John Cena match had a big part to do with why it felt so good. Anyway, make sure to drop a like. Make sure to comment. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like, what I got wrong, what I got right. Whatever you want to talk about. Come on, just drop something, man. Let's engage with this video. I appreciate you guys making it this far. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Drop a like if you made it this far. Anyway, I'm out of here. Peace.